A vast network of tunnels lies hidden deep within the French mountains. In this episode, we venture into the extensive tunnel system of a long abandoned iron mine. Our aim is to uncover not only the hidden past of its mining history, but also a dark chapter that unfolded here. We'll explore the many artifacts left behind in these eerie tunnels. We'll commence our adventure at a closed down stretch. To explore more of the mine, we need to descend one more level to reach additional sections of the mining system.
We moeten hier naar beneden. Via dit.
We can do this via a hole in the floor. Once in the galleries of the mine, we find ourselves in side branches. Our goal is to locate the main tunnel. Typically, the main tunnel is a long, straight passage used to transporting ore and miners through the mine. Not much later, we reach the main tunnel. Artifacts are most commonly found here, so let's follow this gallery further into the mine. The holes you can see in the ground every meter or so are the places where rail ties would be located, holding the tracks in place. After walking for a few minutes, we encountered some collapses. Luckily, these were still crossable. To delve into the history of this place, we need to go back to the late 1800s. During this time, this part of France was occupied by the Germans, who focused on rapidly industrializing their economy. Iron ore was abundant in the mountains, in high demand at the time. A mine was opened, giving access to an iron ore sliver in the mountain. When the ore was extracted, it was immediately used in the blast furnace next door, eventually creating steel. This close-by production system was incredibly profitable, generating massive wealth for the region. We reached our first highlight, a rusty gate providing access to an old maintenance workshop. In this depot, electric trains and minecarts were repaired when the mine was still active. The rolling stock is long gone today, but it's unique to see this piece of hidden industrial history in such a great condition. It was time to move onto the next part. As we climb the heaps of rubble, let's continue with the history. After World War I, the lands were handed back to France, and the French continued the expansion of the mine. In the 1920s, over 200 hectares were exploited for the iron ore until the Second World War, when Germany occupied France. Germany decided to shut down the already older mine and convert it into a more sinister function. The production of the infamous V-1 rocket, the first missile ever used in combat. The decision to move production into the underground mine was to protect it from Allied bombings over mainland Europe. When the Allied forces came closer, production was moved out of the mine. And ordinary iron extraction resumed. Coming over the rubble, we encountered something truly incredible. 2 old minecarts left behind.
En waterdicht, hè? Heb je erin gekeken?
Dat staat altijd vol met water.
Ja, maar ja, na al die jaren nog waterdicht. Dat is best knap.
In the past, these minecarts would transport ore out of the mine, and the mine once used hundreds of these exact minecarts. A couple of meters further, yet another 2 carts were left behind. This marked the end of the mine, and the end of our exploration. The mine closed down in the early 1950s, so you can imagine how long these minecarts have been standing here. After the war, the mining industry began to decline, due to better quality imports becoming more available. With the factories already gone, these underground monuments stand as hidden reminders of an industry that once defined the region.